History loves winners. It celebrates success after it happens. But what history often forgets is how brutally it mocked those same people before they were proven right. Every generation has its crazy ones. The thinkers who challenge what everyone else accepts as truth. The people who say, "You're wrong," to an entire world that believes it already knows the answer. They were laughed at, ridiculed, ignored. Some were silenced. Some died without ever knowing they were right. Today, we remember a few of those forgotten geniuses, the ones who were mocked first, and only later became undeniable. 1. Ignaz Semmelweis, the man who told doctors to wash their hands. In the 1840s, hospitals were death traps. Doctors moved from dissecting corpses straight to delivering babies, without washing their hands. And women were dying in shocking numbers from something called childbed fever. One man noticed something strange. Ignaz Semmelweis, a Hungarian doctor, observed that women treated by doctors died far more often than those treated by midwives. His conclusion was simple and revolutionary. Doctors were spreading disease with dirty hands. He ordered doctors to wash their hands with chlorinated lime. The result? Death rates dropped by more than 50%. You'd think he'd be praised as a hero. Instead, doctors mocked him. They were insulted by the idea that they were the problem. They refused to believe invisible particles could cause disease. Semmelweis was ridiculed, dismissed, and eventually fired. He died in an asylum, beaten by guards, from an infection. Decades later, germ theory proved he was right. Today, hand washing is one of the most basic rules of medicine. Semmelweis never lived to see it. 2. Nikola Tesla, the man who invented the future. Nikola Tesla imagined a world powered wirelessly. Electric cars, smart devices, global communication, free energy. In the late 1800s, these ideas sounded like madness. While Thomas Edison focused on profit and patents, Tesla focused on possibility. Tesla championed alternating current, which allowed electricity to travel long distances. Edison mocked him, called his ideas dangerous, even electrocuted animals publicly to scare people. Tesla won that battle. Alternating current powers the modern world. But his bigger ideas, mocked, ignored, underfunded. He died alone in a hotel room, broke and forgotten. Today, wireless charging, radio waves, remote control, the electrical grid. Much of the modern world exists because of ideas Tesla was laughed for. 3. Galileo Galilei, the man who moved the earth. In the 1600s, everyone knew the earth was the center of the universe. Everyone, including the church. Galileo dared to say otherwise. Using a telescope, he observed moons orbiting Jupiter. If moon could orbit something other than Earth, then Earth wasn't the center of everything. This idea shook the foundations of religion and power. Galileo wasn't just mocked. He was put on trial. The church forced him to publicly deny his own discoveries. He spent the rest of his life under house arrest. Legend says that after renouncing his work, he whispered, and yet it moves. Today, every schoolchild learns what Galileo was punished for saying. The earth moves, and the man who said it first paid the price. 4. Barbara McClintock, the woman no one took seriously. In the 1940s, geneticist Barbara McClintock made a shocking discovery. She found that genes could move within DNA. At the time, scientists believed genes were fixed and unchangeable. Her research was dismissed as nonsense. She was told her results were confusing, too unconventional, too radical. McClintock stopped publishing her work altogether. Years later, scientists rediscovered the same phenomenon. It was real. Genes do move. In 1983, Barbara McClintock won the Nobel Prize. She was right all along. The world just wasn't ready to listen. 5. Alfred Wegener, the man who said continents move. In 1912, Alfred Wegener proposed something outrageous. He claimed the continents weren't fixed, that they once formed a single landmass, and slowly drifted apart. The scientific community laughed. How could entire continents move? They asked. There's no mechanism. Wegener was mocked relentlessly. He died during an expedition in Greenland, his theory still rejected. Decades later, plate tectonics proved him right. Today, Continental drift is taught as basic geology. Wegener never got credit while alive. 6. Alan Turing, the mind that built the digital world. Alan Turing helped win World War II. He cracked the Nazi Enigma code, saving millions of lives. He also imagined something unheard of, a machine that could think. The idea of artificial intelligence was considered absurd. After the war, instead of praise, Turing faced persecution. He was prosecuted for being gay, forced into chemical castration. He died at 41. Today, every computer follows principles he created. Artificial intelligence, once mocked, now shapes the world. Turing's genius was undeniable, but society failed him when it mattered most. Why are geniuses mocked first? Because new ideas threaten comfort. They challenge authority, expose ignorance, disrupt power. It's easy to laugh at something strange and to admit you might be wrong. History doesn't move forward politely. It moves forward because a few people are brave enough to sound ridiculous. Final message. For every genius we celebrate today, there were years, sometimes lifetimes, of ridicule. So if an idea sounds crazy, if everyone laughs, if it doesn't fit what everyone knows, remember this: the people who change a world often look foolish right before they are proven right. History doesn't belong to the loudest voices. It belongs to the ones who refuse to stop thinking. If you did, make sure like and subscribe to our channel for future updates. See you in the next video.